Welcome to Doak Campbell Stadium, and you might as well get used to the sound you're hearing. The Seminole War chant is going full throat. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Seminoles offense will get the first swing of the game. And here's the man they want to get the ball to in this passing game. This is the type of receiver, David, when he's covered, he's still open.
He's still putting that hand up in the air. Coach, I'm still open. And more importantly, his quarterback knows that. They're going to move him all over the field. They're going to feature him on offense. They're going to make sure he gets a lot of touches, whether he's open or whether he's open, because he's always open.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. They'll need 3 yards here on 3rd down to keep this opening drive alive. Feeling some heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let him get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
The Seminoles will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. So Notre Dame's offense has the ball for the first time. And there he is. To this team's fans, he is a heroic figure. He is the guy who can lead them to the promised land.
This guy has been in big games, in big moments, and he's delivered for his football team. It never seems like a situation is just too big for him. This obviously is a huge game. I cannot wait to see this guy compete.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Logan. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. The sure hands, it's Logan. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. On 2nd down, looking to throw. It's complete. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Got his man quickly. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. This crowd knows when to bring it. They'll keep it on the ground. Able to pick up a couple before he's knocked down. They mark it at the 10. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd down, going up top. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They'll leave it with him. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive impact.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the right. He makes a catch. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Quickly complete. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. Pulls it and fires to the left. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Running to the left. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. It is good! And the 3-ball gives us a tie.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. The give on the inside. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. From the gun, the ground game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. On the run, still looking. On the move at the 30. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Got it in the middle, it's Fowler. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. That last completion sets him up on second down. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now on third down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man, it's Logan. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. He'll do it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. And they have converted their first 2 third down opportunities, but this one a 3rd and long. He rifles one deep down the middle. Touchdown, Notre Dame! What a grab and go for the score.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And they knock through the extra point for the 10-3 lead. So a drive there of 85 yards. And the score comes courtesy of an explosive play in the passing game from 60 yards out. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? The give from the gun. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. They'll give it to the back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Got a man. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Seminoles send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the move, it's Frost. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. Notre Dame right back to the line. He's starting to get in touch with his inner Joe Montana as the Irish are moving the ball up top.
And I think that's always the question with the Irish every year is who's going to play quarterback. We know their brand and we know who they are, but are they going to get ballers at that position? Are they going to get a great Ian Book, a great Brady Quinn? That's the next step. And if they find that guy, Notre Dame can do everything they want to do and be great in college football.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Complete.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that 1st down. They want to just keep throwing it. That's caught. It's DeMarco. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Here's the handoff. Tackle is made after the 1st down. The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. right back to the well. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Give to the running back. Pushes and picks his way ahead for 6 yards. He's down at the 8. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. He's got it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. So loud it's rattling your fillings on third and goal. Try to barge their way in. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Finds his tight end. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Quickly complete. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's second and 2. The Noles headed quickly to the line. He's looking for an open man on second down. He's got his man. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And the Noles will snap it on first and 10. He's going to pass. Quarterback moving. Going to try to get it himself. They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And you'd like to think this sophomore wouldn't make a habit of trying to force passes into double coverage like that. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And the Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. He'll come out throwing on first down. Caught over the middle. It's moved. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
From the 22 on first and 10. He's looking to throw it. got it in the middle. It's moved. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Finds his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to our guys at Bobby Bowden Field.
And the Seminoles will kick it off to start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Going to the run to start this second half. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Off play action. Looking deep down the right side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Going for the big play. And he's got it at the 25. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Now they'll run the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Field goal is good. And now the lead is even bigger.
That makes the score Notre Dame 16, Florida State 3.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's right on target.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Got his man on the outside. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. The Seminoles moving quickly to the line.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Still on his feet at the 45. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking for the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. Couldn't make the play on 1st down. They'll try it again, 2nd and 10 from the 27. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They'll try the run. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. He's got it. Oh, look out! Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Sam Houston has the lead right now. Huntsville has been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Holds it in.
They're up by 7 over FIU. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Snags it at the 30 and still running. Off to the races to the right. Touchdown, Florida State. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch it.
Well, he's just running straight down the field. The thing you got to look at there is the velocity on the throw by the quarterback. He didn't lob it. He got it to him quickly, put it on his body. He was able to make the catch and then run it in for a touchdown.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here come the Irish, back on offense. He'll keep it himself. Shakes off the tackler. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Using his legs, it's Myers. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. From the gun, the running back has it. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to scramble. He'll try to do it himself. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. After picking up a couple of first downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield. Finds his man. It's Logan. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Wants to throw on second down. It's complete. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Fowler. At the 20, he's got space. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up, but this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. On the option. Quick toss. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
It gets closer and closer to the end zone right here. You know what's coming as a defense. The offense has to be physical, and they were, and the back knew exactly where he had to get 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Makes the grab and a nice gain, gets it to the 35. Looking to go up top on first down. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Gets it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Looking to throw it again. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. It's good. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The inside handoff. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes his connection. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Seminoles will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here come the Irish back on offense. Quarterback checking off. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Throws to the back. Catch in the middle. It's smooth. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
for the offense.
The RPO fired complete to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Line getting set on second down. Now on the counter. Sweet cut there. Oh, it's loose. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And you go from perfect position of strength. I get to salt this clock away. I get to run this out. I'm going to win to, man, now I got to put my defense back on the field. And anything can happen, right, in football, and you can catch breaks. And so now you got to go out and earn it. You had this thing under wraps.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Quick strike complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Seminoles will hustle to the line.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Can't make the catch, and it'll be 3rd down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration. They'll try to get it through the air. It's complete to the right. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. The Noles look to keep this drive humming. They'll throw it on first down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Almost had the completion, just missed it. And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Getting some heat. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, looking to pass. Finds his target down the middle. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Here comes the offense on first down. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. And the ball squirted out. Now the defense has got it going the other way.
Well, and you don't want to make it interesting, right? You got a 2-possession lead. You want to go out there and take care of the football, cough it up. The coaches are going to be very, very ticked off with defense now. They'll make them earn it all the way down the field. Let that clock run out.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. He wants to throw, trying to get to it. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Throws toward the end zone. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
And listen, still a ways to go. But great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. LSU is just getting blown off the field today. It's like they haven't even been competitive. How'd you like to be the network censor on the coaches show this week? They're trailing by 21 to Florida. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. From midfield, looking for room. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. He's looking to throw. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Soft spot in the middle. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Going for it all. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man in the middle. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the 1st down. And they got to the line expeditiously, spiked it and stopped the clock. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He's looking to throw. Touchdown Seminoles! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Massive score, now massive decision-making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A 2-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? If you want to go for it, that's your decision.
So you think this is automatic? This extra point attempt is filled with pressure. And he splits the uprights, and we're tied in the 4th. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And they've got it locked up in the final minute after the touchdown and extra point. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. 4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football and finding out which of these 2 teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Pulls it and fires to the left. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Power football with the run. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down. Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. They're getting this guy lathered up. They get him on the ground. He picked up about 4 yards, and the ball spotted at the 10. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On second down, he'll fire. He caught it. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. First and goal as they try to jump on top here in overtime. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they're on top here in overtime.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
That makes the score Notre Dame 37, Florida State 30.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Man, this poor quarterback, he's got no time. You got to protect your quarterback. You got to find different ways to do it. Sometimes it's not working with 4 wide receivers. Maybe you bring in a couple tight ends, go max protection, more guys blocking, less guys in routes, but you got to find something to have success.
Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. Looking to throw on second down. Zings it complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Third down in overtime. They have to keep the drive alive and try to get it in the house. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Working the middle. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
It's important on offense in the passing game. You've got to have balance. And I mean, you got to be able to attack different thirds of the field. You got to work the perimeter to both sides, but you got to let the defense know too.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on first down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass. Defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. Floating away. Short gain on the play before he slides. Third and goal. Desperately trying to get it in and keep hope alive. On third and goal, they'll throw it. Touchdown, no! They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie. Don't assume on this extra point. They needed to send it to a second OT. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Here in the second overtime, they'll snap it on first down. Wants to throw on first down. They'll run the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. On second down, wants to throw. Using his legs to buy some time. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. First and goal, they'll try to take the lead here in the second overtime. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. If he runs this back, this game's over. And the takeaway is the exclamation point, the game saver for the win.
And what a mistake by the offense. Here in overtime, throwing that interception, they're now going to give the ball to the opponent. All they need is a field goal now to win.
They'll run the option. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. 3rd down now, and putting anything on the board will make them a winner here in OT. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. So here we go, a long field goal attempt to win it. Timeout called by the defense as they want to make sure they avoid any hint of a mental lapse here in overtime. And that'll do it. Ball game called in double OT. What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays in big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw, this team playing as a unit, doing enough and doing everything that was needed to get the W.
It's such an exciting game, up and down, back and forth. It's heartbreaking if you lose, but when you come through with these games late in the ball game, it gives you confidence throughout the season to continue to build on it. What a great win.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.